150 naira per litre in January 2022, diesel now sells as high as 800 to 1,000 naira per litre, almost 4 times the price it sold at the start of the year. While most Nigerians depend on petrol to fuel their vehicles and generators, large and small enterprises rely on diesel to keep their businesses running.
Thank you so much for your time.
Anthony Ezekugo, a commercial property manager in the FCT, has the responsibility of ensuring that 50 different shops remain in business. He explains that the high cost of diesel has thrown principles of business management to the wind.
In October last year, I bought 4,500 liters that serves the plaza for like 3 to 4 months, and I spent averagely 950,000 naira for this. I bought the same quantity of diesel, 4,500 liters, and then I paid 2.7 million for the same quantity of diesel, and it lasted only for 4 weeks. So this has thrown all known parameters and indices that we use to run a successful business, thrown everything to the wind. The main service, of course, is giving light, and the 650,000 that we are charging them, even if everyone pays all at once now, can't give us light for the next 4 or 5 months, because it means that we'll be buying 5,000 liters on a monthly basis. It's really killing businesses.
To him, the sole mission is to keep businesses afloat. Making profit might be in the near future. Unfortunately, in these parts, what goes up hardly comes down.
You can't tell someone that has a small shop, approximately 60 square meters, so you're paying 1 million service charge for the one shop. It's way too high. So we looked at a way where it wouldn't be too much for our customers and increased by adding 150,000. What it then entails is that I'm supplementing with the profit that I'm meant to be making in order to make sure that they have light here.
While some businesses can afford to turn the lights out when there are no customers, restaurant owners and hotel managers like Ife cannot afford the luxury of staying in the dark. The ambience at this bistro is the experience she sells along with the menu. One, she says, might be reviewed to stay afloat.
My menu is already printed. Food is very expensive now. I'm trying my best not to increase the prices so we don't chase the customers away. I'm also worried about my staff, because if they are buying things more expensive, cost of transportation is more expensive for them. That means at some point very soon, I need to look at a salary review. But if we're not making more money because we're spending more money on diesel and maintenance, electricity, even AEDC, they didn't announce it, but there was a slight increase in their tariff. So when I'm spending more money on my overheads and I'm not making more money, the business has been taking the hits for the past, almost 9 weeks, but that's not sustainable.
Even with a full house, she says it still doesn't add up. With the rise in cost of diesel comes a rise in cost of living. Salaries have to be paid. Increments have to be made to match the hiking prices.
Most times I don't go to bed because I'm very worried about the diesel running overnight and all of those things. It keeps me up at night. I can't sleep straight because I'm really concerned, like, okay, are my numbers getting better? Oh, they are not getting better. I'm with my laptop practically all the time because I keep looking at it. Is this the point where I say, okay, you know what, we just need to increase the prices and not give notice? Or is this the point where we're like, okay, you know what, we have to just close now? It's very stressful.
For beautician Oreolua, beauty indeed comes at a price.
Firstly, light situation is very bad, so we have to even rely on diesel a lot more than we used to, and then the price has really gone up. So we're having like difficulty balancing with the cost of fuel as well as the prices that we give our customers. And we've considered increasing prices, but that's still a no-no, because at the end of the day, people will shy away from coming if the prices are increased. So it's been really, really bad.
No one is spared. For residents of service departments, a little more is required for the easy life. High-end residential property manager Yemi Williams has gone beyond an increase in service charges to keep tenants comfortable.
We've had to call residents in and talk to them on a normal scale value and tell them that, look, we all know about the scale of things and we're trying to now look into other sources of electricity. So we're encouraging more of our clients to go into solar, inverters and stuff during the day. Then probably at night when we have heavy duty stuff, then we can now run our generators. But even as that, what we've done, or what we're doing, is we're trying to see how we can get this contribution done every month towards diesel, because we had a projected amount for diesel for the year, but of course we're not going to meet it. So we have people topping up on their diesel funds every month.
Nigerians are known to be resilient, but for how long? Banks have reduced working hours, while Nigeria's manufacturing sector groans. Is there an end in sight? Maurice Ibe, a consultant to the Association of Distributors and Transporters of Petroleum Products, says the hike goes beyond the increase in global oil prices.
There is an obvious breakdown in the supply chain. That's basically what the problem is. And also the Nigerian human factor, whereby people are black marketeering the product. People want to make 3, 4 times the amount of money they bought these items, and a lot of hoarding also. I think the first things first is to ensure that the supply chain is uninterrupted. And if the supply chain is not uninterrupted, I think diesel will get to everybody, and the cost of diesel will finally come back. May not ever come back to where it was, like everything in Nigeria. Once it goes up, it never really comes down. But we need to address the supply chain.
No one is sure when things will get back to normal, if it ever does. While many pray for a quick solution, businesses may not survive to tell the tale.